It is time for
Ship the hell off.
Ship Off.
Ship off. Ship off. Find a little boat and ship the hell off. Yeah, Jim, it was a quiet week. And only a couple of things caught my mind.
Righto.
I want to go to the Civic Compliance Victoria organisation to start with, because there's an old...
As you do.
There's
It's a
an
very
old gentleman...
political segment, this one.
There's an old gentleman that sold his black Jag 8 years ago, Duke. A black Jag with plates. Sold it to a dealership which took it over to Western Australia and disposed.
Reasonable transaction.
All done legitimately. Over the space of 2 weeks this year, he got a total of $30,000 in fines and 23 demerit points because those plates were creating havoc out on the road. Now, not only that, they were on a pink Yaris, and he told them it's not his. He'd sold it, and they said, well, the plates are registered to you. We'd like you to pay the fines. He's taken them photos of a woman driving a pink Yaris saying, that ain't me. And they're saying, well, it's your responsibility. We think you should pay.
No way.
Give me a spell. I mean, if that's not bureaucracy at its absolute worst, I don't know what is. Want to go to the world of rock music?
Are you actually giving him a ship off before you move?
I thought that was a given, Jim.
I like it when you say it.
Jim, the whole segment is ship off.
I know, but I like it when you
So if you're in
individualise
this list, Jim,
He does like that, Chief.
I
when
like
you
it
say
when
that.
you just give it
No, you
a
do
like.
say that. It
Civic
has more
Compliance
impact.
Victoria ship off.
Very good.
Right, the world of rock.
Yes.
Now, we had a case not too long ago where the people from Men at Work copped a hefty payout over the flute riff in
Kookaburra.
the Kookaburra sitting in a
Old gold
tree.
tree. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
It cost them plenty.
Yep.
What's happening again? Led Zeppelin had a massive hit in 1971 called Stairway to Heaven.
One of the biggest rock songs
Now,
of
in the
all
late
time.
60s, they toured with a band called Spirit, and they had a song called Taurus, which was an instrumental. And now a trustee for the late Randy Wolfe, who was in Spirit and wrote the song, and this is the band that had the song and toured with Led Zeppelin, and for 45 years didn't have a problem.
No.
But now this trustee that's running the estate is suing them, claiming that the opening chords were stolen from the instrumental Taurus.
Did sound a little bit similar, Chief. I heard it.
Have you not heard any songs sound remotely similar? You can't reinvent the wheel.
There was a
Every
similarity, Chief. I reckon they're onto something.
Have you brought a bit of Led Zeppelin and a
So
bit of Taurus to the
every
table
time
for
there's
us?
a C chord, is that similar? Walk.
Well, I'm just saying it was similar. I think the attorney's onto something.
Can we have a listen,
Well,
Golfy?
how come,
Golf,
how
have you got
come,
either of these songs? Oh,
how come Randy Wolfe and Spirit never had a problem?
No one knew Spirit.
in 45 years.
No, but why didn't they complain?
Where's Lee Simon?
The Godfather of Rock.
Absolutely ridiculous. 45 years later, whoever that trustee is, I didn't want to mention his name because he might sue me, but he can ship off.
Righto.
And the final one was a lot of talk about the new $5 note.
Yes.
I'm not concerned about the bloke that designed it because you get asked for new designs and you just want to throw all sorts of radical designs out there. But the flog that approved it or that chose it and said this will be our $5 note, we now hold the mantle of owning the worst piece of currency in the world.
Yep.
So whoever that person is, and they probably only they know
Yes.
who actually had the final
Yep.
seal of approval, I want them to ship right the frig off.
Oh, hang on. Oh,
I think I was going somewhere else.
I did think you were going somewhere else, but I thought you nicely brought yourself back, which is good. I like it.
It's diverse tonight, Chief.
And I know
Civic
that's-
Compliance Victoria,
Yeah,
rock artist, and
let's
$5
be honest,
note
Let's
designer.
be honest, Wok, the $5 note won't affect Jim and it won't affect you. But you and I,
Yeah,
normal people, we have to deal with these sorts of things.
And that is true. And I'll tell you right now, they should get rid of the 5 and 10 cent piece too. There's no point having them. They're a waste
I'm
of
with
time.
you. I'm actually with
not
you on that.
required. We should just leave them on the street.
Maybe go to 20 as well, Jim.
There should be so many of them on the street that
Yeah.
eventually the government go, you know what, we got to get rid of these bloody things because the litter is everywhere. Honestly. Who uses them? Chief, when was the last time you paid for anything with a 5 cent piece?
I can honestly say, you know when you go to the supermarket
Yes.
and you check out, you go through the automatic
Yes.
checkout and the change comes
Yep.
out, and the 5 cent bits come out, I leave them.
Leave them there.
See.
Or, if there's one of the beautiful guide dog,
Jim does that
Yes.
with $10
just
notes.
chuck them all in there
Yes.
because there's no point having them. So I'm with you, Chief. I'm not a fan of the $5 note, and I'm not a fan of 5 and 10 cent
And one
pieces.
final push for ship off tonight was a gentleman that I don't think, as long as I can remember, Walker, I've never seen anyone so comfortable with themselves tonight. For the mistreatment of the producer,
Yeah, I
for the mistreatment of our wonderful panellist golfers.
There's a good body of work for this person before tonight.
James Brayshaw has reached a level of arrogance tonight that few could ever aspire to. So much so that he potted his youngest son
Yep.
for trying to be cocky like the old man, but not having the runs on the board.
Having zero runs on the
so
board.
He's 8 years old.
Correct.
But he
Zero.
walks like you, Jim.
He's got 0 runs, Duke.
So, how many runs have you got, Jim?
got 0
How
runs.
many?
Oh, this is arrogance, the likes of which we haven't seen before.
Golf bag.
So Jim, ship off.
The golf bag just needs to be very sort of careful with what he's doing back there. That's all I said to
No,
him.
what
He
you
said,
said
make
was,
sure.
Duke asked if he could borrow a pen. And Golfy said, well, you're always asking for a pen. And you said, Golfy, Duke's the talent, you push the buttons, give him the pen.
I don't think that's what I said.
I think
no, you
that's-
did say
thank
that.
you, Walker.
You have been in exceptional form tonight, Jim.
Then
I have to
you
admit.
potted Lukey, who puts everything together. You thought Schnork needs a drive-by.
Well, I did say, I think I might have said cough the pen up, golf bag. But, Chief, it's not about me. This is about
It's very much about you, Jim.
your ship off segment.
Have you taught your 8-year-old to walk
No,
like you?
I don't know.
That sort of
Their mother-
shoulder movement and that
Mother
head
has a
wobble.
lot to be answered. I don't know what's happened there. I need to get quietly sitting down with all of them and explain, Duke, that swagger has to be earned in life.
Over a period of time, Jim.
That's
And
it.
you've earned yours, have you?
Don't have any. That's why I'm a very
Have
straight
you
walker.
earned
Jim.
yours,
That's
Jim?
why I'm a straight walker.
No, you're not.
That's the difference between me and someone like yourself,
You
Please.
got Viv Richards covered.
who has
Exactly.
who has earned the right to have.
Yeah,
swagger,
you have
Chief.
got more swagger than a West Indian. That's a good call by
You've got
Walt.
to be joking.
Viv Richards models his walk on you
You've
now.
got to be joking. Never ever talk in the same. In fact, that man's name and mine should never appear in the same sentence. So, Chief, when you were behind the mahogany desk, I'm intrigued.
This intrigues
I'm
me.
intrigued.
too.
by-
We weren't.
You've got, often those sort of operators have got a nice soft touch with a velvet sort of behind the glove, but a nice soft touch. Whereas I get the feeling when you were behind the mahogany desk, Chief, it would have been, there's your money, either take it and sign that right now, or out the door,
or
and
ship
I'll
it
see
off.
you again.
See, that's where you're wrong, Jim. That's where
That's
you're
how
wrong.
I would have seen your attitude in negotiations.
Everything has to be collaborative. Now, the fact that I had an anvil sitting on the edge of the desk was just
Was it?
decoration.
Yep.
Just decoration.
You like the Harvey Keitel in Pulp Fiction, weren't you?
That's
Just
it.
came in and
No.
just cleaned it up and
Mr.
just
Wolf.
moved out, and everyone got away with it. And
No, that's exactly what it was. And the unknown and untold, I would like you to go on open mic.
I've been on it.
Right,
Jim.
again, I'll do a second one where you could be asked if you actually put the number plates on the gates at Hawthorn, and if you drove into the gate and saw your number plate, you just kept driving, Duke.
You're making things up, Jim. Jim.
Going into the car
You're
park.
making
If you
things
saw
up.
your number plate, Duke, you
You
just,
just kept going.
you just kept
Just-
going because the mahogany
Chief?
desk had
Is
said,
that right, Chief?
We
No,
don't
that's
need you.
not right.
Is there
You're
any
an
truth
ordinary
in that,
unit,
Chief?
Chief.
None of that. There was none of the dead men walking, going down the hallway. None of all those things you'd run with, Jim.
Chief.
We were just trying to build something.
And
That's all.
you've built an enormous legacy, but you had to
It's
be
all on the back of
firm
you.
early, Chief. And I
Shut
like
up.